Everyone, and welcome back to Bastion, this time for part 5. A lot has happened in between last video and this one. I already have completed this level, and spoiler, the level afterward as well. There's going to be 2 levels on this video because it is kind of a short level. But after beating both of the levels, I realized that the recording, kind of like what happened in the Castle Crashers game, was a very strange resolution. It was somewhere between 1080p and 720, so it was like very thin and tall and stretched, and it looked awful. Not too sure why. I'm hoping it's better now. But because of the way that the game works, you can't go back and do levels that you've already beaten. So I had to completely restart the game and go through and beat everything that I have up until now. I believe I'm back exactly where I am. If I have any difference in levels or skills or anything like that, that is my fault. But hopefully everything works from here on.
Welcome him with open arms.
Alright. I am close to level 3, which is where I believe we were at the start of this originally.
He took everybody after all.
So the only thing that will be different is I do know where everything is.
Not like this.
At least in this level and the next one. I tried to keep everything the same. I know I had talked about how I kind of regretted killing all of the statues up until this point, but in the rerun I did kill them again just to keep it exactly the same, so if there is like an ending or something different for doing so, I will get the same result I would have.
Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckman and his kindly wife.
So I'm not getting like a better ending or a worse ending or anything. I tried to keep it as close to what I did the first playthrough.
There was someone like him. Kid sees him very gay in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him.
I don't think the thing's ever going to let up.
Have to stop, no matter what.
Gonna wait for it to stop shooting a little bit so I could.
Got so many questions.
Ooh, I still have trip mine on. That is one difference. Oops. Should probably change that.
Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it.
Something came shot back, or the shot like ricocheted off something. There we go.
Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it. The Jawsons, they didn't make it.
No one made it. Just breaking everything that I can.
Brady Sr., Brady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
Go down here, grab the
Kid finds proof enough that man.
Euro sigil, Euro sigil. I already forgot how they said it. Slowly making
Just
my way.
think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now.
I'll lay one of those just to pick another one, because why not? Ooh. And it actually ended up, I don't remember that. That actually was a surprise. I just figured might as well.
Kid does what he has to do.
Murder everything around the core. Breaking all of that. And then I will grab the core. Still not quite level
What do you
3.
say to a man who's seen too much?
Again, I didn't break any of the lanterns around here. Kind of forgot that.
But he says this.
But we speak with the survivor.
Please.
And tell him to come with us.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia.
I love the art here. Zolf looks really cool.
He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other. For the first time.
I've been with Stranger building this Bastion this whole time, and that's the first time I've introduced myself to him.
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
So the Ura, this guy's race, is someone
Zol,
that was an enemy to us.
Like a second home. He's real worried about his first home too. Far to the east. We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars.
The item before the telescope just then that I showed Zolf, the like crystals or whatever, if you guys remember in the first video when I first got to the saloon, there was that pathway up to the left that I missed because I had just gone straight in. That was just up that staircase. It was like 4 seconds off screen.
He was born in the Tazil terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
Alright, did I get a crystal? I did. That's right, and it opens up the section on the right.
Of course.
Now there are two options
That's why this
of
place is coming together. That's
things
why
I can
things are
go
gonna be
do.
all right.
I will do what I did last time, even though I don't know how useful it is. There's the memorial and the lost and found. I picked the lost and found.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
And what this does is, I believe it allows you to buy stuff that you either lost, like you left behind on levels, or just other stuff. I bought something stringy last time,
All it takes is some fragments.
restored it,
And the Bastion makes it good as new.
and then I used that to upgrade my bow once more. And I went with the supple bow limbs.
His bow's looking lean and mean.
I don't know if the penetration is better. I feel like if I go the +2 penetrations plus the draw or the damage, that might be the strongest. I don't know what the damage over time rate is. 50% damage, it's a guaranteed 50% DPS increase. If the damage over time is like an extra 100% damage, that might actually be a bit stronger. But because I don't know for sure what it is, I just went with the 50%.
Near the edge of the city.
So there's two more options now. There's the Cinder Brick Fort, and the Pyth Orchard. I did the Pyth Orchard, and so that is what I'm going to do again. And I think it's a good order for me to do it because of what you do unlock with this level. Seemed to be quite useful.
The gods these days. No time for it either.
At least I fell comfily onto the pillows there.
Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Can I break that one upside down? Apparently not.
If you fall.
Okay. Oh, didn't break this one. I don't think you get... Oh, see, you get a little bit of the fragments, so I feel like that makes it worth shooting everything down. These trees remind me of like willow trees or the myrrh tree from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Doesn't look anything like it in that sense, but just the over, like, the looming, falling color of it just gives me that same kind of feel. Slowly moving
long
on.
gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Seems Pyth ain't much of a watchdog.
So that is Pyth. Pyth is like a ram. There is a plush of Pyth down here.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
And it is a machine-stitched likeness of the god of commotion and order. As the people of Celandia, I believe they say it's Celandia grew more self-reliant, they grew less fearful of their gods and turned them into commodities. So keep breaking everything. There was a funny text when I hit this for a while.
He gives that old bull what's coming to him.
Don't think you can actually break it. It didn't let me last time. I once again forgot to switch off of the trip mine and back onto the dancing shot. Hopefully I can remember to do that when I go back.
The bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration.
Oh. For some reason I thought I could just walk down onto those bars down there. Alright. Hopefully this all counts as actual food. Yes, it does.
Loyal subjects.
So I'll pick all this up. Then I'll make my way down here and grab something coarse, which is an upgrade material for a weapon I do not have at the moment. So I'm assuming we'll get one more ranged weapon and then potentially one more melee weapon as well.
Pyth makes a decent scarecrow at least.
Fortunately, this one we do have to fight.
Then Pyth lights up like a rodeo.
I'm gonna heal there because then I get the Dead Rum passive. Just block all of that.
Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
I'm gonna break all the fences here. I don't think I got anything out of them last time, but because I did, might as well. Grab all the fruit on the ground as well. I am full health, but that's fine.
So what'll it be? Invoke
And then
the gods.
go into the shrine. So what this seems to be is as you collect different plushes, like I picked up the plush Pyth earlier on this level, if that's what this is from, they're like extra difficulty modifiers. As you see, with this one activated, I now get a 10% increase to my EXP and fragments collected. I left this on because why not? We'll see if it's a good idea.
The gods are alive.
I did like the EXP it gave. I should hit level 3 on my way back like I did the first time. Just about here.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pyth put a scare in him.
There we go. 2 max health. And because we are level 3 now, we get a extra distillery option back at the Bastion. I'm just going to fully heal just so I have that plus 10% crit chance from the first potion I have selected. I think we have to fight him again. So I'm just gonna block. I countered him, but I took damage. That's a little unfortunate. I'm not going to worry about the health. Block him again for a little bit. Wait till he cools off. Charge up an attack, and we're good.
This is Pyth's trial, and he's richer for it.
Sad. That was the Pyth at the beginning. This is where I grabbed the plush in the beginning. Making my way back towards the start of the level, but there's more enemies. Trying to make sure I kill absolutely everything, get the most amount of EXP possible.
Kid ain't found the core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine.
Nothing else to break. Alright, I'm going to use a potion, because why not? I believe it refills automatically when we go back to the Bastion. So we can return to that shrine.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Or we can build a new one at some point. I am going to show him the
Zolf doesn't
flesh.
touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
And that summons a steam bolt here. When you spin it, everything shakes. I'm not too sure what this does.
All you like. Pyth's still gonna be ugly.
I'm assuming when it's facing certain directions, it does different things, maybe?
Yura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Alright. Clock to squirt, because why not? I am going to put Dancing Shot back on. I believe one of the ones that we can upgrade. Or we can buy. You can buy one of them at the Lost and Found. It's a machete ability. I was just reading it in there earlier. But I don't think I want to. I debated what to grab here. I think the Were Whiskey, or Were Whiskey, is probably the best choice if you can play the game efficiently enough. If you can stay below 33% health confidently, I think it's probably just the most amount of damage, but I went with the Squirt Cider for the extra HP, just
Squirt
to
cider
play it safe.
toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
So there's 2 more things that we can build on this section. I don't know if there's anything we can break or grab or anything. But that is basically where I had left it off. So we are going to drop really quick into the Bullhead Court, which is a new proving ground. This one is for the shield, but I'm not going to do it in this video. This is just to get that autosave.
The accused always got a fair shake in Celandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial.
But I am not taking it. I am going to now return back to the Bastion. And that is exactly where I am going to call it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it very much. Hopefully this recording went well and I don't have to restart the game for a second time. Even though it's really fun and going through it each time, I do get a little bit better, so it goes really quickly. I'm really enjoying it though. I hope you guys are as well, and I will see you guys all back in the next video.